And the syllabus, it's really like a contract. All right, there is a full expectation of everything that you will see in this class. Every lecture is scheduled there. Your midterms are scheduled there. The final exam, notice that the final exam is like May 8th, the next to last day of finals. So don't get an airline ticket now for May 7th and come up to me and go, oh, what do I do? We have to give the final exams on those days. So stay with me, all right? So my name is, there it is, Lawford Anderson. I wrote you can call me Dr. A. I mean, you can call me Dr. Anderson if you want, but that feels pretty weird. And you can call me Lawford if you want, but some people feel awkward about that, and I want to be reachable to you, okay? So there I am, and that's my office just upstairs in room 142. It's a big room with lots of offices in it. I want you to come see me. So walk right through the door. Don't stop at the receptionist desk. Go straight through and look to the left. When my door's open, you come on down. You're welcome anytime. There, I have office hours. There they are. 10 to 12 on Monday, 12:30 to 2 right after this class. But I laugh at the concept of office hours. I follow them, but I laugh because I'm here. We're here every day. All right? I'm just like you. You know, if you see that door open, come on down. We'll talk about it. Okay? Whatever it is. All right? Talk about what's like. We'll do that too. All right. You have 5 wonderful TAs. Rita, where are you? There we go. Rita and Holly. Where's Holly? Holly! Holly! Happens to be all my life. Holly! You drifted out in and out. Shang Shang. There you are. There's Shang Shang. All right. Allison. Good. And Samantha, she goes by Sam.
Hi.
And we're doing an experiment. She's actually filming the lecture. We'll see if we can put these online for you so you can watch them again. All in part because I listened to the Occupy effort. And one aspect about the Occupy effort was the cost of college education. And as I wrote to you, I thought, what can I do about that? Well, one thing I can do is keep the book away. It is helpful, but maybe I can make it where it's not necessary. You can read it and it will help you. You find confused after today and you're just not getting it, you know, maybe buy the book. Some of you, how many of you have already bought the book? All right, good, okay. It is an excellent book. I studied very hard what book was best for you. And I've been teaching this kind of course, for 36 years. However, I should confess that I'm new to Boston University. I'm old to the profession. I'm old. But I just moved here from the University of Southern California, where I've been teaching for 36 years. And I love LA, all right? I love LA. You know, it was funny. I'd never been to California before until I went there for a job interview. I was born and raised in Goose Creek, Texas, so go figure. But I'm really enjoying Boston. It's a fun city, and I'm enjoying Boston University. And I find that BU and USC are very similar in the kinds of students. I find that a lot of you that I've talked to actually were considering USC, and a lot of people at USC were considering BU. They're very close in that way. So I'm really enjoying it. But if some of the things I don't understand, bear with me. Like our second lab, we're going to go, not here, but to the Museum of Science. Do I even know how to get there? No. But I know I saw it. But I thought it'd be a really cool lab. Our second week, we're all talking about the Earth's melting on the inside and volcanoes. And I thought, God, it's a great exhibit on Pompeii. You know, volcanic eruptions are stunning. When I moved here during the summer, we immediately had, what, 2 hurricanes and 1 earthquake. What is that? But no volcanoes. They're less frequent at times, but they're far more powerful. We have huge volcanoes in the United States. Mammoth, California, Yellowstone. If you live in Portland or Seattle, you're Mount Rainier, you better get out of there. These things are huge. Will you be affected on the East Coast? You can count on it. When Yellowstone goes again, it is simply dormant. Mount Rainier goes again, it is simply dormant. North America will not be the same for a long, long time. We can recover from earthquakes, but North America won't be the same. And you will be affected here. The whole world will. All right? Wow. So that's why you're here. This lecture is all about, this class is all about the environment of this planet, and you are part of the thread of that environment. And I got to stop thinking about that camera. And early Earth. We're going to start today with the origin of our planet, our universe, and life, and how you got to be here. Setting the foundation for everything else we're going to do. We're going to look at all the ways that this planet being physically alive affects you. And how we place ourselves in harm's way when Earth doing what is natural, let's go, with a 100-year flood, and you decide to build a home on a floodplain? And all the ways that your numbers on this planet, most of Earth time you were not here. Humans have only been on this planet for 0.04% of Earth time. You might write that down. It happens to be on your midterm. Humans have only been around for 0.04% of Earth time. So most of Earth time you were not here. What was going on? A lot. So we're going to look at all the ways that this planet affects you now that you are here, and then turn around. Now Earth knows you're here. You're crawling all over this planet. And from the ozone hole to global warming to the exhaustion of energy resources, we're going to run out of oil sometime, because it is a finite resource. We're going to run out of natural gas sometime in the next 100 years, because it's a finite resource. And when we run out of oil, it is not going to be pretty unless you're part of the solution. And you can be. Mrs. Wind, Mr. Solar, okay? Wow. All the ways that you affect this planet. So this is what this course is all about. So if you're interested, stay in those seats. All right? But looking back at the syllabus, labs start next week. They're over by the bagel store in the basement. So there's all the labs, and you can see who's teaching, okay? And one thing I told you about lab policy, and your TFs will explain this next week, but I'm letting you know now, that if you find, I am really sick and I can't get the lab, go to another one, okay? But first, what do? You write one email to two people. Your teaching fellow and the teaching fellow you want to go to, and you can look up on that list and see all the information you wish, okay? The only problem is that what if I get sick and my lab is on Friday? We will work with you. Just let us know as soon as you can't get there, okay? All right? We will use clickers. How many of you have used clickers before? Okay, a lot of you, half of you. And this is a way that I've taught for a long time. Have you ever heard the concept of learner-centered teaching? No. Teacher-centered teaching is, I'm very good at teacher-centered teaching. Teacher-centered teaching is where I get a content, a list of things I want to teach, and I go right down that list. And if humor is part of my lecture, if I left you laughing, I've done my job. And then I walk out and I've been around for office hours. Learner-centered teaching is what I embrace. And many and many and many of our universities and colleges nationwide, if not worldwide, are getting around this concept. Learner-centered recognizes that all of you learn differently. Right? Some of you are very visual, some of you sound, some of you thinking. Some of you need to hear it twice, of course. Me too. All right? And so I wait for you. I like to say I don't teach a class, I teach a student. All right? So I will do things. You'll see me break out of lecture, ask questions, call on you. I will learn every one of your names. How am I going to do that? Not with those old pictures. In lab, the teaching fellows will take your pictures. And you hold up your name, the name that you want to go by, first and last. Okay? Like you're in jail. Why is he doing that? Because I don't want to teach a faceless audience. I want to know you. Okay? Now, how can I possibly be assessing your learning if I don't even know you're in my class? There you are. Hi, get on in here. And I know there are some faculty who don't like it when people come in late. Do I care? No. If you're late, get in here. We all have issues. We got stuff going on, don't we? Get in here, whenever it is, and that's fine by me. Okay? Where was I going with that? And then the clickers. Okay? And then the clickers. What I'll do at the beginning of every lecture is show you real exam questions. Right up there. Boom. You might as well get your iPhones out and start taking pictures of them. All right? And then I'll let you, with your clickers, answer multiple choice or true-false questions on a lecture I just gave. Then you can, and then we'll put up the right answer. Boom, boom, boom. And the range of answers. You can immediately see, 2 days later, how well you learned on a class you just had, relative to everybody else. I mean, what if you got it wrong and you're the only one? That's pretty good learning. You're going to be assessing, right? Learner's centered. And I am looking at a lecture I thought I did a really good job of, and you all sucked at it. So, who sucks? I got to turn off my email. So I learned, I didn't do a very good job of this. I need to start doing this more slowly. Maybe my walking around and shouting all the time is not the right way. Okay? So there's the syllabus. We use the clickers, and it's part of making this class, in my view of things, more learner-centered. So there's the lectures and labs. There's the breakdown of how the grading will be done. The midterm exams are scheduled February 9th and March 22nd. Final exam is May 8th. All right. In lab is 24% of your grade, so you want to go, of course. But as I told you last night in an email, there'll be no lab midterm and lab final. That'll lighten the load. What instead is you'll have a quiz every time. The very first 10 minutes. So be on time, because if you're not on time, you missed out. All right?